Welcome friends to our next session of tutorials on logistics and transportation ERP from BNG Infotech. Today we will talk about unloading, arrival and unloading. On your left hand screen below delivery operations you have unloading. This unloading option is applicable for part load and parcel services transportation. Usually full truck load, most of the companies as a standard procedure they do POD as a separate option. POD they enter POD, and that is marked as delivered, and that is marked as also unloaded and arrived. So in this particular case we do unloading as it comes on your screen. Unloading document type, you have to take unloading as a default and domestic, and this is the reporting date that comes as standard, and this is the unloading date. So reporting date is when the truck reports for to the unloading station. Unloading number automatically generated on saving this voucher. This is today's date and time given. And if you know the vehicle number, the vehicle which is coming from the other side, so you can enter the vehicle number, and the load type etc will come as this is defined in the vehicle. So here we will do unloading based on MF number, that is manifest number. The manifest created from station A, which is about to reach station B. So at station B, we either enter manifest number and or we press get. Container number is when this is based on container movement. So it will fetch the data also on the basis of container number, but here we can fetch it on the basis of the date. So I'll take a date where I get certain information, so we just press show. So as you see on this screen you have all those consignments which have started from the other source and supposed to come at this destination. So this is one way, and it will also show you for other destination maybe there are transshipment consignment which can be unloaded at this point and then reloaded for a further uh, movement. So in this you can just pick the number, pick the MF number, manifest number, and which is arriving, and you click at get. So as you see on this screen you have this number has come over here, also the same consignment number, MF number, with this date and consignment details as you see on the grid. And here on the screen you have unloaded by this person's name or the supervisor's name, and this has come from source this particular station Kolkata in this case. And this is a go down delivery type consignment, and which is being delivered at this particular go down as given default for this particular consignment. So these are the information that come here automatically. And now you have this consignment number. This is 200 packages were loaded from this source and reaching this destination, and default it shows 200 as unloaded. What you need to do is when you have unload not unloaded the exact number of packages or there are some shortages, there you need to put in short in access. So for this what you do, you just click at the left hand side, you have edit button, uh, mark pen. When you click this you get this information over here. You already have all those fields already filled up or non-editable, and you get is unloaded packages. So here unloaded packages you can put whatever number of packages you have unloaded. So for example you have unloaded only 195, and its weight is also proportionally getting reduced. It was 25 kg or ton, and it has been reduced to this, proportionally divided by the system. So there are short packages, 5 packages, which weight is this much, it comes under this invoice, and all these details you will see. So you have a POD received option here in case you have received the POD with this. So you can click POD, else you have POD receiving option when you actually deliver the goods. Either you do go down delivery or you do door delivery that time. But in some of the transporters cases, they have delivered it, but they, for the sake of uh, this completion of this process, they make unloading. Later, in that case, they put POD received here, and they can also upload a scanned copy of this signed copy of the update. This has been updated here, and you have a shortened access given 500, and this is accordingly changed. Now, what is most important is here not consignment, not okay, means defective or shortages. And when you click it here, update it, you get is this on this particular consignment number, there is 5 packages short, and for this short receipt, you have some treatment, some financial treatment that you do under deduction center section. So you have shortages, and say there are certain penalties, certain to be recovered from the transporter and to be paid extra to the customer. So you have this treatment. Say for example, here you do 200 for shortages, and here is amount, and you put the amount here. Say for example, same amount you put it here, 200. So this is being treated like this. Same way you have damages. For damages you put the numbers and the amount, and for leakages if there are any. And besides this, you have certain other options which are accounted for, that is incentive, penalty, detention and loading for both side. Your supplier side, that is transporter whose truck you have engaged on this transportation trip, and your customer, which is that you need to pay extra or receive something from the customer in case there are, for example, incentive, in case the truck has reached before time and the customer is giving you some incentive on that. So you can claim that, you can put it here, and it will be when you do billing or when you settle the accounts, it will be added in that particular this. And as you have seen, there are shortages. Same way there can be excess consignment, that is the trucks comes from a particular location, but there is one consignment which is not mentioned in the manifest, but when you unload it you find certain packages for another consignment. In that case you have to enter this add, and the consignment number, source, destination and other information you can enter in this form, which will be then added in your stock, and then you can reload it for further transportation journey. Charges. Now there are certain charges that can be levied on this. There could be detention or any other charges. So you have both the option here, customer amount, transporter amount. It could be the same or it could be different. Maybe you deduct more from the customer, you charge more to the transporter, and you also take it from the customer and then pay it to the transporter. So this is for the charges. And what is the benefit of doing unloading or doing this process, unload process? Unload is, there are three very important things that you need to understand. One is the reporting date when the truck is arrived. So you have the truck arrival and unloading. So there could be certain detention gaps between the actual arrival and unloading. So there could be certain financial transaction involved in that. Second is stock. That is, now when you unload it, so your warehouse stock is up by this many packages. For this particular consignment, it updates the stock position, and when you further reload it for further delivery, go down delivery, or for example door delivery, then it reduces from your stock. And third one is of course your financial transaction, which impacts your payable and receivable. So with this process you complete this unloading. So hope you have understood this. And so further we can, there are certain other fields that if you wish to put it, enter it. It gives you certain when this was actually loaded and when it has received, how many days, how many months it took to reach the destination, and it will also help you with analysis of delayed time, or in this case, for example, it has taken 218 hours. So this is the analysis, you can get it from there. And so hope you have understood the unloading process, and next process we'll have another tutorial. Thank you very much.